If your website feels like a ghost town, it probably is. Here are 5 signs it's time to refresh your nonprofit website. Number 1, poor user engagement. Now, I define engagement in 2 categories. Your website isn't attracting any new visitors or not as many new visitors as you need, and the folks who do land on your website aren't clicking through to learn more about you, to explore your content, or get involved in your mission. This is the most important indicator that it's time for a new website. Your website should be attracting new visitors every single day. And I teach you how to do that in my upcoming website course. But suffice to say, if you're not attracting new visitors with your website, something to look at. Usually, the number 1 cause of that is you're not creating unique or original content on a regular basis. And the other aspect of user engagement, folks aren't clicking through. They land on a page and then they're gone in seconds. Well, that's going to happen. Don't worry about that. I think a bounce rate, that's what that's called, is when a user visits your website and then they leave immediately. That's called a bounce they haven't clicked on anything. They don't click through to view another page. Bounce rates are going to happen because folks are clicking through on your site, bots are clicking through on your site. But if the bulk of your users are not clicking through to a different page, that's a really good indicator that you're not doing a good enough job of communicating or selling the value of your mission. Okay, number 2, it's not optimized for mobile. Now, when I started my web design career back in 2005 and we were using table layouts and just piecing together websites as best we could, we had no idea that smartphones would completely change how people behave on the web. Well, today, most folks who visit your website are doing it with a smartphone in their pocket or they're doing it on their smartphone. So it is incredibly important to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. And in fact, just a few years ago, Google and Bing started penalizing websites for not being mobile friendly. Now, most modern website builders will take care of this more or less for you, but some things to look out for. A lot of folks I've seen upload PDF documents to the web instead of putting content on their website. They'll say, oh, take a look at our annual report. And you click the link and it opens up a PDF document that's sized 8.5 by 11. Have you ever tried to read an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper on an itty bitty like 3-inch by 5-inch phone screen? You have to do that silly pinch and zoom thing constantly. It's just a pain in the rear. Instead of doing that, yes, you can still post your annual report PDF in all of its glory on your website, but take the text content out of that annual report and build a web page that includes all that information that is mobile friendly. So then no matter how your website visitors want to read your annual report, they can do so easily and comfortably without that silly pinch and zoom thing you have to do on a PDF that's a letter-sized piece of paper. Okay, here's the other thing that'll tell you if it's time to refresh your website. Is it confusing your visitors? Some of my clients have literally gotten phone calls or emails from their circle of support, from their donors, from volunteers, from community partners saying, I can't find this, or I'm confused, where is this? How do I do XYZ? If your website is confusing your visitors, if you're getting calls like that or emails or comments on your blog posts telling you that folks are having trouble finding things, that is a great opportunity to take stock, reorganize your website, and give it a complete refresh. Up next, it doesn't inspire. Yeah, that's right. If your website isn't inspiring anybody, namely donors, volunteers, and potential clients to take action, well, it's probably time for a refresh. Of course, your website should also inspire your board members, your staff, and the remainder of your community. I firmly believe that your website is the most important property you have on the internet. Not your social media channels, it's your website because you own it. and you can control the message that's on it. So if your website isn't inspiring, if you don't have people saying, wow, I want to take action, I want to give to your cause, I want to donate my time, volunteer, I want to call my representative or do some community organizing, if it's not inspiring, well, time to take a good hard look at what's going on under the hood and make some changes. And finally, poor results. If you aren't getting the donations, the volunteers, or the clients you want from your website, well, that's a good reason to relaunch it. Your website should be a dynamic hub that is consistently attracting and converting new donors, volunteers, and clients to your mission. Every nonprofit organization, no matter how you're funded, you need one of these three things in order to fulfill your mission. You either need more donations, you either need more clients, or you need more volunteers. My cute little icons here are doing the most, but everyone, every nonprofit organization needs at least one of those three things, and your website is the place to inspire, delight, and even attract them. I'll teach you more on how to do that in my upcoming website course, which you can learn about at marketyourmission.co/website. Let's review real quick the 5 signs it's time to refresh your nonprofit website. Number 1, it's not attracting new visitors, and those folks aren't clicking through to the other pages of your website. Number 2, it's not mobile friendly. In today's day and age, you cannot afford to have a clunky website that doesn't look good on mobile. And be sure not to post publications on your website as PDFs unless you also put that content as text on the page, because it's a real pain to read a PDF on a phone. Number 3, it confuses visitors. If it's hard for folks to find information, they're just going to quit. They're going to leave your website and you lost them. You want to make sure that your site's pages are clearly organized, well written, and contain the information that folks are looking for. Number 4 sign it's time to refresh your website. It doesn't inspire. Not only doesn't inspire donors, volunteers, or clients, but it doesn't inspire your board, your staff, or your community to be involved in your mission. And finally, you aren't getting the donations, the volunteers, or the clients you want from your website. No matter what type of funding model you have, no matter what your mission is, I guarantee you need at least one of these 3 things: donations, clients, or volunteers. So if your website isn't getting you the results that you want, it's time to figure out how to make a change and make that website better. Come join me at marketyourmission.co/website. And if you'd like to go deeper on this topic with frequently asked questions, ask me questions, learn more, and get access to freebies that'll help you market your mission, visit me online and click the link in the description below. Until then, go out every day and serve with heart, integrity, nerve, and excellence. I'll see you in the next video.